Hi, my name is Melanie, and if it's your first time on my channel, welcome to Les Aventures de Melanie. So I recently joined the Travel Talk Tuesday tribe, and this week's topic is have you ever been scammed or ripped off while traveling? So first my question is, who hasn't? Like, if someone never had been ripped off, at least ripped off, maybe not scam but ripped off, they're very lucky because usually on your first time traveling it can happen. I've never been scammed, but I think I've never been scammed, but I've been ripped off. It happened to me. I was in Coney Island in New York City. It was my first travel ever without my parents. I was like in my early 20s, and we were going to the roller coaster, and there were those places where you can win like a plush toy. You throw dart to balloons, and if you pop 3 balloons you win a plush toy. And the guy was like, if you pop 3 balloons you can win a plush toy for like $5. So I bought my 3 darts and I start throwing, and after I was done with my 3 darts, he kept giving me darts to pop balloons because I only popped, I think it was 1 balloon. Like, it's been a very long time. So and when I was done with like 3 balloons, I choose my plush toy, and he's like, well, you owe me $20. So that's what happened to me. I guess it's not a big deal, but like when you're in your early 20s and you're like traveling on a budget, $20 is like, in New York, it's at least a meal. So I was a little bit upset with myself, but yeah, it's the last time that it happened to me. A couple of weeks ago I was actually, beginning of this week, I was in last week. When that video comes out, it's gonna be last week. I was in China with my father, and we almost got scammed. But I made all my research, and I knew what kind of scam they had in China, so I was able to prevent that. But basically, we were approached on a corner of a street in old Shanghai, and I looked a lot like a tourist. First, well, I'm in China and I look that way, so I pretty much look like a tourist. And second, I had a map because I was looking to find a place, and since I don't know Shanghai, I need a map. So I look very much like a tourist, and this girl comes in and she's like, oh, what are you looking for? So I show her on the map, and she said, oh, it's that way. So I'm like, okay, thank you. And she started asking us where we're from, and how long have we been in China, and I asked her where she was from, and apparently she was from Beijing, and she was like, oh, have you been there? And at one point she mentioned a neighborhood near where we were. She's like, oh, have you been there? It's a very popular place. And we didn't see that place, and we never heard of that place. And she's like, oh, I'm going there. There's tea, you can buy pearl and stuff like that. And she's like, do you want to come with me? I'm like, no, because like, the thing is, one of the scam is exactly like that. In China, you get approached by someone that speaks kind of good English, and that's very rare in China. Like, Chinese people don't really speak a lot of English usually, and they usually take interest in you, where you're from and everything, and they invite you to tea ceremony or like sometimes in a art gallery and stuff like that, and you get like scammed for a lot of money. So I knew about it because like I researched China before going, even if I was going on a tour group with a guide, because like I knew that I would have free time, and like I made my research. But so we didn't follow her because like we really wanted to find where we were looking for and everything. Maybe she was in a scammer. I will never know, since we didn't follow her. But I would say to prevent scam, just make sure that you research where you're going before going. That's the best way. Like you type the name of the country on Google and you write scam right next to it. You'll be able to find vlog and blog about those places and what kind of scam you can encounter. Trust your gut feeling as well. If you take a cab, make sure, like in many countries, they don't start the meter, and they kind of deal with you like a fixed price, but usually it's always higher than what you would pay if they start a meter. So stuff like that, really basic, but make your research so that way you can prevent scam at least. So I'm inviting you to subscribe to my channel, and you can go and see in the description box the rest of the tribe. All their video will be there. Subscribe to their channel as well, and stay tuned for the next video. So thank you, bye.